Just a quick reminder guys, these narrations are best enjoyed with headphones on. Hey everyone, this week I review Riot Games' latest foray in the tactical shooter genre. Is this game a CSGO killer? Or will this game receive an AWP to the face? Let's find out. The tactical shooter subgenre has been the staple of the gaming industry since its infancy. The first game, which started nothing but a modification for Half-Life, the very first Counter-Strike game, commonly known as Counter-Strike 1.6. The game has been a factor of the original Half-Life success, as it required a copy of the original Half-Life to run. As with anything in the gaming industry, when one game becomes a massive success, other companies try to replicate that game. In Counter-Strike's case, Tactical Ops Assault on Terror, built using the Unreal Engine. By the way guys, I'll be talking a bit more about that later on in the week. When the latest entry of the Counter-Strike series, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, was released in 2014, numerous copycats followed. Examples of these are Ubisoft's Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Earlier this year, League of Legends developer Riot Games decided to expand their portfolio of games to other genres. As I've said before, this is Riot Games' attempt to take a bite of the tactical shooter market. The game is set in the near future with more futuristic technology. A worldwide event called First Light happened on Earth. We interrupt this review of Valorant to bring you Destiny 2. That event gave certain people and the world's population supernatural powers. These people brought massive worldwide changes. Unfortunately, due to this, new forms of government started to appear. In response to this alarming threat, secretive backers created a new organization called Valorant. The story should be continuing as time goes on. The accessibility scores are as to kick things off. Visibility is scored a sky high 11. The color light mode can be fully customized in the options menu. You can choose which color of highlight you want your teammates to be in, and most importantly, you can customize whichever highlight players from your opposing team is in. This is highly accessible, as instead of choosing set color schemes from a list, this level of customization allows visually impaired players to play this game with absolutely no issues whatsoever. Next up, audibility is scored at low 6. This is where my biggest criticism of this game lies. This game has absolutely no subtitle support. In most Counter-Strike games, any voice message that any teammate would play, for example, enemy spotted, the message itself would be shown in the chat window. This game, on the other hand, does not have this feature. This lack of a very important accessibility feature, which has been the standard for most games out there for roughly 2 decades, puts any impaired player at a serious competitive disadvantage, as he or she won't be able to understand the state of play as the round progresses. So hearing impaired players might find this game unplayable. Next up, mobility, I scored an 8. When using a keyboard and mouse, the controls can be completely customized. On the other hand, unlike Overwatch, this game has no controller support, so you would be stuck playing with a keyboard and mouse. So, when it comes to which game is more accessible for a player with a mobility impairment, it would be Overwatch. This is because Overwatch has full controller support and the button layouts can be fully customized. So, in this retrospect, it would be best to go for Overwatch. Last but certainly not least, gameplay has got a 9.5. In terms of the gameplay, this game is quite unique. It takes the hero-based mechanics from League of Legends and adds the fast-paced, tactical first-person shooter element from Counter-Strike and fuse them together. Yep, this is not your typical run-of-the-mill tactical first-person shooter, but if you played Counter-Strike before, you will find most of the mechanics included in this game very familiar. Before any round starts, you will have to buy your weapons, shields, basically armor, via the buy menu. If a person from the enemy team takes you down, you will have to sit out the rest of the round as a spectator. For the attacking team, one of your teammates gains possession of an item known as a spike. It is up to the rest of the team to protect the spike carrier as he or she goes to one of two locations on the map. The carrier then plants the spike. When that happens, they have to defend the spike until it detonates, or simply take out all the members of the defending team. For the defending team, your goal is simple: prevent any member of the attacking team planting the spike in either one of the locations. However, if the spike does get planted, a member of the defending team can defuse it before it detonates to win that round. As you can tell by now, the objectives is very similar to Counter-Strike. What makes this game truly unique is, instead of simply playing as a soldier, you get the choice of heroes to play as before a match starts. Similar to League of Legends, each and every hero has his or her unique set of abilities. Should a hero runs out of charges for that ability, additional charges can be purchased from the game's buy menu before the next round starts. In conclusion, Valorant is a unique take of the tactical shooter subgenre. As I've said before, the hero mechanics makes this game stand out from a very congested market, with the likes of Counter-Strike and Rainbow Six Siege. This emphasizes the teamwork mechanic that the subgenre is built around. For example, Sova can fire a bolt which scans its immediate area from any enemies. If any enemies are found, they will be highlighted. This is ideal for setting up ambushes on spike sites and any chokehold points on the map. Phoenix is first and foremost a damage dealer. His abilities is focused on dealing damages on enemies without firing a single shot. The game is free to play on PC right now via Riot's website. If you're looking for a tactical shooter to play and is bored and fed up with Overwatch or Counter-Strike Global Offensive, this game could be worth your time, and the overall score is 86.25%. Now, a quick announcement from the behalf of the person who requested this game, Robert. He has seen the comments of our recent review narrations, and to be honest, he was appalled. So he has implemented a new system. This person is now a member of the Community Council, representing the gaming community there. So any review request made by the staff there now has to be approved by this person. Now, I speak directly to you. You have known me since I was in college. Therefore, I can trust you with my life. So therefore, I can trust you to separate the wheat from the chaff. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Now that you are a member of the Community Council, one of the benefits of this is it gives you 24/7 communication with the DGR staff. So if a customer who has, or is buying a game for a person who has a sensory impairment, for goodness sake, don't be a stranger. The reason why I'm doing this is most importantly to keep social contact to a minimum, which should, in theory, keep us safe from the coronavirus. See you guys in the next review, which is going to be an important one. The person would like to remind you that spamming in the comments gets you nowhere. Sparta Commander 1998, Roll Out Spawn Company.